Billboard Philippines Volumes.
On this episode of Billboard Philippines Volumes, we have Earl Agustin on the show. He talks about his big hit Tibok, the artist he wants to collaborate with, and what's next for him. All that and more as we turn up the volume on Earl Agustin.
Billboard Philippines Volumes.
Yeah, welcome everyone to Billboard Philippines Volumes, where we turn up the volume on your favorite artist stories. And today we are with a number one Billboard chart topper, Earl Agustin.
Hello.
Hey, yeah, make some noise, please. Yeah, there we go. All right, no, let's just jump right into it. On the show, we always like to start in the past. And with that, we would love to know a little bit about your first memory with music.
Right. So 8 years old, I think, I was introduced to the marching bands sa school namin, and it just so happened.
Wait, the marching band, the one with the like the
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay,
Like
okay.
drum and beat.
Xylophone
Yeah,
type.
yeah,
Okay.
that one. So my dad kasi yung tatay ko nagte-train siya ng drum and lyre corps sa
Oh,
sa
that's
sa
cool.
city namin. So and ewan ko lang, like siguro he thought na it would be fun if I joined the team sa school namin, and then he would train other teams from different schools, and we would
Mhm.
compete like around December during sa fiesta ng city namin.
Yeah.
Early on, I had this parang konting background in with like rhythm kasi I used to play drums in the
Yeah.
team or in the drum and lyre corps. And then I got into high school and sumali pa din ako ng drum and lyre corps nung high school. But then na-enroll ako sa isang curriculum where they specialize in honing, improving students' talents na regarding sa mga arts, ganun.
Mm.
Pero nag-enroll ako with the desire to improve my visual arts na mga skills kasi dun talaga ako mas inclined to more than the music. So parang yung music ko
So
lang dati.
visual artist over musician.
Yeah,
before.
before,
Okay.
yeah. So, yun talaga yung thing ko dati. I was always known for that na nagdo-drawing, nagpi-paint, ganun. And then, while I was there, yung mga friends yung circle of friends ko, ako lang yung nag-iisa, or there were two of us na nagsispecialize in visual arts, and the rest of the circle, nagsispecialize sila in music and instruments. And so, every time that we were together, during recess, ganun, or mga free time in school, they would always play like music. And then, nagkaroon ako ng interest in that. And then, ayun, parang I started to try to learn how to play the guitar and
Yeah.
the other instruments as well. And then, they also started to sing, and then I also started to sing kasi sobrang na-inspire ako sa mga friends ko na, wow, that's, parang it's a fun thing na parang mag-jamming sa school and then sa classroom. And then, ayun, ever since, I've always been into music. After high school, nag-convert ako into born again Christian, and then in church, I eventually got into the music team. So
Yep.
that's where most
Here we
of
are
my
again. Yeah.
that's where most of my music came from talaga. So yeah, those are my parang early background in music.
It makes so much sense too, because when you say that, the word groove, that let's like lock in on that real quick. When you say the word groove, it makes so much sense with the type of music
Yeah.
that you make.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this guy, when he jumps on stage, I watch this guy went on stage. He's like,
Yeah.
I am here.
Yeah.
And then he grabbed his guitar and he started playing. And the rhythm and the groove is just so built into your music.
Yeah.
It makes everyone just move. It
Yeah.
really does.
Thank you.
And that is something that a lot of artists want to achieve, but not everyone can. No, it's
Wow.
true. It's true. It's very true. And we also love to hear about the fact that, yeah, school to church.
Yeah.
We hear this from so many artists where these musical roots come from.
Yeah.
And then also hearing that your family has musical background also is like teaching as well.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It's always been around you and born in you.
Yeah.
I guess a little just something before we move on is like coming from being a visual artist, going into music, do you feel like any of that visual artistry has affected your music in any way?
Mm, um, I think so, yeah. Because as a visual artist, I've always been so observant of things and
Mm.
very keen to details as well. So I think that trait has been a huge part then of me trying to learn music, trying to make my own music, write my own music. Because I've always been into the details then when writing music, and I guess that's helped a lot for me, especially when communicating with my producer
Mm.
and my arranger for my music. So parang everything else mas madali na lang siya for me kasi I'm very specific with what I want it to sound like kung sakali like my music. And so yeah, I think that's been one of the things na parang very helpful for me as a visual artist and a musician as well. So
Has your sound now always been your sound when you started? Because your music, of course, is very reminiscent of Manila sound. It's funk, it's
yeah.
groovy, it has all these type of situations in it. But has that always been the vibe?
Um, I would say na mas ano talaga ako sa R&B. So more
There it is.
more
Yeah,
R&B.
rhythm and blues.
Yeah. And then siguro the sound that I have now it started in 2022 lang din
Mm.
because I was really inspired by Silk Sonic, Bruno
Yeah.
Mars and Anderson Paak.
Oh, it translates for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So a huge part of my music is influenced and very very much inspired by them. And then syempre the Manila sound then. So it's like of like best of both worlds siguro I would say. So ayun, then there's Earl Agustin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess next we have to talk about it. Number one. Number one on our Billboard charts.
Wow.
And this is the Hot 100 here in the Philippines. And again, can't stress it enough. When we say Billboard number one, this is Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, search. It's across the board number one.
Yeah.
That's how big this song was here in the Philippines. Um, I'd love to know more about it. I know this is a song that was released
Yeah.
earlier, way earlier, and then it became a hit later on.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about it. Where were you when you wrote this? What's the meaning of the song to you? And just bring us into that world for a second.
Okay, so nung sinulat ko yung song, I was actually back home in my town sa Ozamis, and um just at the time I was talking with somebody, and parang it was just about a crush na parang w- hindi lang siya talaga alam mo yun, parang just didn't, it's just not gonna work out. And then so I was writing the song, and like I would always say in some interviews, this was my most honest song
Mm.
because parang I did not really give a lot of thought about it. Parang I didn't want to think about it as something na I wish this one would resonate with people or people to relate to. Parang I was just pouring out myself.
Mm-hmm.
Sinulat ko lang yung song, everything that I was feeling, everything that I was thinking at the time. Parang it's almost as if it were a journal, parang ganun,
Yeah.
like writing points that was going through my head. And then so I was just writing everything. But at the same time, me and my band, I had a band back then, and nasa ano kami, parang we were rehearsing for a Battle of the Bands competition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So parang at the time parang I was thinking about all these things. At the same time para I was also thinking about how I wanted it to sound like.
Mm.
And so parang being in that situation, rehearsing and then also writing the song, parang ewan ko, I don't know where it started, pero the melodies just came in, and then
So melodies first.
melodies first, yeah, for that one. And then I remember just saying to myself, "No, I wanted to sound like this," and then I started to write the other lyrics based off of the melody that I was hearing in my head. And then ayun. So in 2023, we produced a song when I got signed to the record label. And then fortunately for me nagustuhan din ng director ko kasi nga the song it was something that I wrote na I least expected for people to like. Yeah, because
It's always like that, I
yeah,
swear.
and then my producer said to me na, I like this, man. It's a good song. We should do this na. So we did it, and then we recorded the song, and then we put it out, and then ayun, the rest is history. And then after like a few years, people started to like it, and more people started listening to it, and then ayun, yeah.
We've said this on this show so many times, but good music is good music, and it doesn't matter really. It's more about the timing of when people actually discover it,
Yeah.
because a lot of artists get discouraged because they believe that when you put a song out, if it doesn't do well in the first few months or the first bit of time that it's out, that it's a failure or a flop or
Mm.
whatever words you want to use about that. But that's not the truth.
Mm.
If you're making quality music and good music, and there is a time for it to shine, it will shine because it is good.
Yeah.
That's the truth about it. And that's what happened with your song. Um, more than I love the point where you're saying it just came out of you. It was such a quick song. You were not expecting it.
Yeah.
But having it written then and experiencing the song then and it being a real emotion, you're talking about a crush, you're talking about these things, to now, what's the difference in your meaning of the song? What does this song mean to you after it being such a big hit?
Oh, siguro I would say it's still the same in a way, no, for me. But like siguro the added value ba na I realized after a lot of people have started to listen to it. I realized that honesty and art could take you a long way. Parang ganun. Parang um that's why it's so important for me, or siguro for other artists as well, na to really create real art. Kumbaga parang
Yes.
just being pure and honest with what you're writing or what you're singing about, or how you sing it, or the melodies that you want to put in there to make up the whole song. So I think that's the thing.
There it is. There is the answer. It's so easy for artists to get lost in the idea of chasing a certain fame or a certain goal or a certain thing that they want for their music. But at the end of the day, it always comes back to the song. It comes back to the art. It comes back to the real emotions coming out. And these are the things that can't be faked in, especially in the time that we live in,
Mm.
where we're in front of screens like 8 hours, 9 hours a day. Don't check your screen time, it might scare you. But because of that, it's really a time where so many people are yearning for something real.
Mm.
And when you're an artist that puts out something real, it translates so much better. And everything that you surround it with, the content, the way you push it, whatever that is, that's all just supplemental
Mm, yeah,
to the actual thing that you're putting out there, which is that true art form.
yeah,
Exactly what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah, we love it. Okay, now you've had hits, you're traveling around, your whole life has changed. You've moved from the Visayas all the way out here to Manila.
Yeah.
What's it been like now that life has changed?
Um, I'm still adjusting, to be honest.
Yeah.
Uh, when I started, I moved here in late 2022,
Mm.
and then I live with some church mates who are not related to me, by the way. So they,
That's yeah.
it's
There's
crazy.
that.
Yeah, it's crazy because these people are just so kind, and they've been really patient with me, because like it took me a while to, I don't like, level of siguro I would say success.
Yes, of course.
Like in the start, for almost like 2 years, I've been um ano ba, I've been with the family, and then they've been just so patient with me, and then just believing like in my talent kahit na wala pang nangyayari before. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm very thankful for that. And now that I've moved into a place na mag-isa na lang ako,
Mm.
and so everything's just been different, and then having to travel like almost every week,
Yeah.
which is really nice. Nakakapagod siya, but it's a good problem for
Mm-hmm.
me. Parang it's always been a dream na uh, to perform everywhere, to share my music everywhere, and to be heard then everywhere. And so that's been really crazy. Super blessed na parang it's just all happening. Minsan lang nga, there are times na everything just happens so fast, and parang because of the pagod siguro
Yeah.
minsan parang I become unappreciative ba na alam mo yun, na these things are happening, but then I always remember na to take a pause, to
Exactly.
take a moment to appreciate afterwards na ito pala yan, ito pala talaga yung pinagpray ko, ito yung pinangarap ko before pa na um to be performing everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and to still keep on making music. And ayun, grabe, a lot has changed, and I don't know. I don't know what else to say, but I'm super blessed for everything, and super grateful for the people then that I work with, especially my producer and my arranger, sila Sir JP Verona
Mm-hmm.
and Sir Kim Lopez.
Yeah, shout out.
Ayun, kasi I also want to say then the music that I put out would not be as beautiful as it is if it weren't for these people as well. So
Yes.
very thankful na nalagay ako sa lugar na, or sa place na I'm surrounded by these people
Mm-hmm.
who are really great na artists as well. And so life is great. I
We
would say.
respect a man that also calls the team how they should be called, artists, because these people really are artists. There's so many great people working behind the scenes on songs: arrangers, composers, writers,
Yeah,
top liners, instrumentalists,
yeah,
every sort of thing you could imagine, mixing engineers, mastering engineers that are bringing you the best quality OPM
exactly.
of today,
All artists.
and bringing artists like you to new levels and making music that is going to define generations to come.
Wow.
So we are super excited about that, and I love everything that I'm hearing here. I mean, it takes a lot. People don't understand how hard it is to come from a different place, a different town,
Yeah.
and travel out here to Manila, especially on your own. I know a lot of my team here can relate with that one. Um, and it takes a lot to bet on yourself,
Yeah.
to completely just be like, you know what, my dream is to be a musician, and I'm gonna sing in front of everyone,
Yeah.
and that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. We're gonna make it work. Especially in a climate that we live in, where if you're a musician, what SSS do you have? What kind of taxes situation do you have? What kind of Phil health do you get out of this?
Yeah.
There's nothing really to help you out, but more just the belief that you're gonna make it as a
Yeah.
musician, and it's such a admirable thing to do. And I think it's really inspiring for you to share that type of story, because
Thank you.
there there's so many musicians and creatives and artists, not just here in Manila but around the Philippines,
Yeah.
that want a shot.
Yeah.
And you are living proof that artists from around the Philippines won't just get a shot, but you can be number one.
Wow.
You can be number one, and you can become the biggest artist through pure dedication, pure talent, and pure belief in yourself.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. And this guy just did that. You know what I
That's a
mean?
nice thing to say.
No, we love to hear it. Next on the agenda. Well, agenda. What is the future for your music? What are you working on right now? What can we expect from you? What's the evolution gonna be like, and where are you going?
So I have just released an album last in June.
Yes, we
So
know it.
so
We are playing it all the time. Yes.
so so right now I'm taking a rest
Mm-mm.
lang, like with writing and recording new songs, but
Gathering some
um
life experience.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
say, sometimes when you pour so much of yourself out
Yeah,
there,
into a
but
project, it's like, slow
yeah,
down, guys.
yeah, and then parang like at some point burnout ka rin, diba? And
Yeah.
then so right now I'm just really taking a moment to appreciate everything and just not doing so much at all. But I'm doing gigs at the moment.
It's about the live music experience right now.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying it, really, really enjoying it. And then also because wala pa din akong like may susulat na alam mo yun na I feel like is real to me. Parang I can write something siguro pero like
If you wanted to write a hit, you could.
ay di na
No,
no
but
no.
you want that real life experience just like the
Yeah.
rest of your music.
Yeah, I want it to be real to
Yeah.
me at least.
Mhm.
And ayun, siguro like in the future, kasi right now I'm really looking for opportunities to collab with other artists as well. Kasi I feel like that's something that I want to dive into more. And
Wait, let's dive into that. Which artists?
well, sa ngayon, I would love to collab with
Go lang, go
Bruno
lang.
Mars. De joke
Yeah,
lang.
no, wait, no, but why is it a joke?
Huh? No, because it seems impossible for for
Hey,
me.
getting a number one hit and being here used to be impossible. Now it's not.
Ooh. Okay, okay. If you say it like that. Well,
Bruno
siguro
Mars.
sige, Bruno
Yes,
Mars.
game. Who else?
Absolutely. Si Anderson Paak.
Yes.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Hey, let's do it.
Good music. Sino ba? Siguro sa OPM scene naman. To name a few, I would love to collab with there's this band called Allison. I hear their music and then it's just fun. I really love it. And then siguro sila Dianella,
Yes, that'd be awesome.
R&B.
Makes sense.
And it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then, of course, ay mga friends ko din I want to collab with. Sila Amiel, sila Rob, sila Arthur, and then a few other people as well. Ay mga ganun.
An Arthur, a new track would be amazing.
Yeah.
Please give that to us. Yeah.
Yeah, he's my brother. He's
Yeah.
my older brother.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Ayun. I look up to him and these other artists then which kaya I want to really collab with them because I feel like the experience more than the song that siguro we're gonna make is alam mo yun, it's gonna be amazing for me na to experience writing, sitting down and talking about how we're gonna make the song and how we want the song to sound like and what we want to say in the song. But I feel like that's the most important experience that I want to have with working with other people and not just artists as well. Even some like producers and like other people you
Yes.
get to work with. And I think that the experience it's always the experience for me na um, I value so much. And then next to that is the product.
You're just throwing it out there. A little Silk Sonic type situation. You and one other artist EP. Give it to us. No, that would be
Sana,
epic. Yeah.
yeah.
No, I guess the last thing I'd like to talk about today is your live music experience because recently we had a Billboard X event
Mhm.
that you were a part of course, with Amelia and Rob
Mm.
as well. And yeah, our team became instant fans after
Wow.
watching you. The
Thank you
crowd
po.
was moving and grooving to your songs, and you really put on a show. Uh, a lot of artists like to come out and just play their song as is, but you created a lot of moments, and that is
Wow.
something I like to say seasoned
Wow.
performers do. Yeah, but you're young and you're already moving like that. So
Wow, thank you
tell us
po.
about the live music experience. How did you put it together and what, drives you to like push the envelope when you're doing live music?
Hmm. Um, so I'm gonna be talking about other people as well.
Yeah, yeah, go.
Because nung pumunta kasi ako dito, I well may idea naman ako like how performances should go, di ba?
Mm.
But then when I started to like do gigs and then I was paired, ay hindi naman paired, like sinama ako sa mga lineups na kasama yung mga other artists from Viva. And then that's when I got to ano ba, differentiate just performing and then playing your music. Parang there
Yes.
I think there's a I think there's like
there's a difference.
difference when you're just performing the music and then like putting yourself out there, like ano ba tawag doon? Parang just just doing it, being the music. Parang ganun. I feel like that's the proper way to say it. And then I noticed this. I observed these things from my friends who I was with nung nag-start ako. And I've always been so observant about how they were performing, how they would talk to the crowd and all that. And so I feel like being around my friends and watching other people have shaped how I perform then
Mm.
live. For example, I want to say na if you watch Rob Daniel live,
Yeah.
there's this element of fun always.
Always.
There's always this element of fun where kahit hindi mo siya kilala, or if you listen to him or if you don't listen to him and then you watch him for the first time, and then it's just so fun. He just performs very very well. And then so that's like the kind of element that I want to incorporate then. And parang I said to myself now I want to be like that, but I want my music to really reach the people.
Mm.
And then when you watch Amiel naman, there's this element of like sincerity, parang
Yes.
there's this calm, there's this parang sobrang it's just so beautiful how these people perform. And so I think watching them and then being in the gigs with them, parang it's helped me find my own way of like how I want to perform my songs and perform my music. And so that being said, parang since my songs are like mostly love songs and pero more on centered on the groove, on the melodies and stuff, parang ayun, but I want it to be that exactly. Parang I want people for I want for people to feel the groove ng mga
Mhm.
songs. And so
Adding the fun, adding the
I don't know the
sincerity.
sincerity, yeah,
Yeah.
and countless other artists that I've watched perform. And then parang but the main goal of every live performance is to connect.
Yes.
So while there's fun, while there is yung sincerity, parang I also want it to, parang people to remember na it was different, that it was a real experience. And ayun, that's what I try every time I perform. So
It's a
yeah.
it's a it's a
Yeah,
it's an
parang ganun.
amazing mix. I mean, you know, of course you want people to enjoy the music, you want them to groove, you want them to move, but just playing your music is not enough. You do need to be sincere, do need to make it fun, but connection will always be the core value that
Yeah,
you need whenever you're in, because that's what makes people lifetime fans. It what
yeah,
makes people connect whatever's happening to what they're experiencing in their own life too.
yeah,
And that's the true, I guess, the true importance of what we're trying to do in music, right?
yeah. And also, I want to say just to clarify na, that's how I felt watching these guys perform. Then
Yeah.
like with Rob, with Amiel, and my other artist friends. And so ayun, that's I'm very very inspired and influenced by them. So
Yeah,
that's
birds
what
of
you
a
see
feather flock
today.
together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we love to hear it. And congratulations on all the success. Keep doing it. Keep
Thank you, man.
promoting, the fact that it is possible.
Yeah.
Keep going for it. Keep surprising us with new music. We're looking forward to you having more real experiences so we can get another album someday.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this has been Billboard Philippines Volumes with Earl Augustin. And yeah, catch us on all the socials and catch us on YouTube as well. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Billboard Philippines.